What's going on YouTube? All my fellow diecast deplorables. It's an awesome car, but man, that's a tough color. My camera struggles with black cars. Shame too, because man, that's a nice one. Just doesn't get nicer than that. Just doesn't. Same thing with this. It just doesn't get nicer. I'm not gonna talk individually too much about these cars. Just got some of them out. Take a quick look at, give you guys a little update on the layout. Sneak peek bridge. There's a lot of progress on the bridge. Got some nice Cadillacs though. This is all of the DeVilles that they've done except for the silver Toys R Us exclusive. And I'm missing, I think the only El Dorado I'm missing is the blue one, which I had. I sent that off to Champion DJK. But these ones are off limits. Love these wagons, man. These wagons are, especially the Chevy wagon, the lead sled here, the best. Dirty Christine, arguably the best car Auto World has ever done in 1 to 64. It's definitely in the top 3. And it's my least favorite Auto World tooling. So figure that out. Least favorite tooling and probably my favorite release. This one here is probably the DeVille and the El Dorado. I say that's my favorite Auto World tooling, even though it's 2 toolings. The Cadillacs are my favorite, and then next up would probably be this. This thing has grown on me so much. I love this Mach 1. I really got to get the Kyosho though, just so I can confirm that the Auto World is nicer. Because I just can't imagine the Kyosho being better than this. I mean, if it is, then it's like ridiculously nice if it's nicer than that. And other great stuff. 1970 Chevy Impala. The Trans Am. Ford GT40. My previous favorite tooling, still probably a top 3 tooling, is that Roadrunner. But it's been passed by the Mach 1 just because the Mach 1, they just do a better job with it. You know, let me see this Roadrunner with these wheels and tires, and then maybe I'll reconsider. But there's a Dodge Dart Swinger for you. Dodge Polara Max Wedge. Ford Galaxy 500. So, just a small, Mercury Comet Cyclone GT. Great looking car. Just a small assortment of Auto World. And by the way, whatever happened to truth in advertising? I mean, they got their name all wrong, you know, Auto World. It should be called Auto America. You can call yourselves Auto World when you earn it, which we all want you to do. Believe that. I want to see some vintage European, some Jags, some Mercedes, some Porsche, vintage stuff though. Anyways, I did add, so I got the red Hako, which I already have. I painted the wheels chrome on mine. But the red one comes with the stock base suspension, and the blue one comes with the racing suspension, which is lowered. And I wanted the blue one with the stock suspension because I hate the lowered bases on these cars. So I just did a base swap, and it definitely looks better. And I already have this one, so now I've got it lowered, and I have it with the standard suspension, and I have another one anyways, so it's like I got three of them now. I can do what I want with that one. And then I found another M2 Black Bandit 240 ZX. No, it's not really a Black Bandit, I know that, but I bought this one and I painted the wheels silver, and I've painted the wheels ever since I got those chrome pens. I've painted a lot of wheels, and I think every single car has come out looking better except for this car. This car has to have black wheels. Thinking about taking off those chrome bumpers, I think it would look better. And there we have Buford. He's just looking down like, man, I wish I had one of those cars. I wouldn't have to walk with this pack on my back. And there's the red Hako with the lowered base. So there's the status update on the bridge. The bridge structurally is done. The trestle is almost done. I'm not going to make the legs for it until I have the exact height figured out, which is going to happen tomorrow morning. I've got to plaster it because I'm not, this is going to be a concrete bridge with a paved road. It's not going to be a wooden country bridge. I've got to make the abutments, but that's going to be your essential overall look of the bridge. I'm not totally pleased with the railing, but so much of what I see is like chain link stuff. They don't want people jumping off. So I see a lot of chain link stuff in urban areas. In rural areas, probably not as much of a barrier. But with the supplies that I have and with the creativity that I have, I'm fairly limited, and so this is just going to have to work. I think once I get the bridge painted, once I get it plastered and painted, I think that it'll look reasonable. What I'm still trying to decide on, though, is the height. When I started the layout, I had it at 4 inches, and it's way too high. Like, I think 3 inches is probably good. I think even to have the bottom of the bridge like 3¼ inches off the surface, I think is probably where I want to be. Not a whole lot higher than what this is here. So, and then once that layout's done, this layout will be going to Goodwill or possibly to a local collector who is interested in paying me for it or trading me for it. I would include the paper house on this one, which is buried. So if any of you are local and you're interested in this layout and you have something you want to trade or cash, let me know. I'll hear you out. It doesn't have to be a chase car. Just something that I like. If you're wondering, this layout measures 4 feet wide by 2 feet deep. So it's an 8 square foot layout. And the one that I'm working on now is half of this size. It's going to be 2 feet by 2 feet. So there you go. My goal is to have the new layout completely plastered by the end of the weekend. Maybe even painted, but for sure plastered and sculpted. And that process doesn't take too long. So shouldn't be an issue. I just wanted to get the railing done because I knew that's the like so far has been the most tedious process, building the railing, and now that that's done, everything else should be relatively smooth sailing. All right, everyone. It's Friday night. It's late. I'm going to go to bed. But you all have a kick-ass weekend. And happy die casting. Peace. Whoa, 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 dude. Whoa. That's so trippy. I think I smoked too much bud. You can tell I'm out of it. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Oh, I totally forgot. All right, okay. 2 minutes. 2 more minutes. Yeah, you've all probably stopped watching by now anyways, so what difference does this make? I found this at Walmart. A Walmart. The nicest mainline Hot Wheels that they've done. Probably since the... This is nicer than the R33. It's nicer than the R30. I don't remember the last time Hot Wheels did a mainline car this nice. Now, I know technically it's not a mainline, but it's $2.14. Mainlines are 96 cents. But the quality, the build quality is exactly the same as a mainline. And I was lucky to get 2, so I have a loose one, but this is just so well done. I mean, look at the paint. It's a great color. Some sick detail for a cheap little car. It's a nice tooling. Whoever did the tooling did a great job. I love the fact that the wheels are not staggered. Really nice overall look. And the details, man, they just make all the difference, you know? I mean, it looks like it could be an actual car driving down the road. It doesn't have those goofy graphics and stickers and colors, and just give me a nice civilian deco. That's all I want. With some headlights and taillights. Is that not sharp looking though? I mean, that looks really good. So yeah, get your Honda S2000 if you can find them. I got lucky. I think these are going to be scalped. That's like a way nice car. And the only other car that was there was the Racer. So the Honda Racer, nobody wants that. It's practically a fantasy casting. So somebody bought all the other stuff and left the nicest car in the set by far. Everybody's going to go after that, even though it's ugly. I think they did a terrible job on that. The other mainline releases are way nicer. Headlight detail, factory colors, civilian decos. This one here is hideous. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would buy it if I came across it. I wouldn't pay more than retail for it, though. This one here is so nice, though. I can't believe I found 2. I really want to find the Odyssey. I love that tooling when it has a nice civilian deco on it. That's another ugly car right there, that SI. I'm curious what this one looks like. And I do want to get the Monkey, just because right now I have all of them. And so I need that one to keep up on that. But yeah, get your Hondas. Get your, more importantly though, get your good stuff. Get your detailed stuff. You know, these are bathtub toys, which are still cool. Don't get me wrong. They're, you know, you still got to get them. But bathtub toys and adult male collectible cars right here. I think they barely roll on purpose, so that our wives don't tell us that you know, we need to stop playing with them or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, definitely get your detailed diecast. Also, all of you who collect diecast and take pictures of it, you all should build a layout, man. I can't stress it enough. It's like therapy. There's a lot of dynamics at play when you make one of these layouts. Everybody that collects diecast and takes pictures of it, even if you just take like pictures here and there, gotta make a layout. Even if it's on the bottom of a shoebox, just flip the shoebox upside down and build a little layout on that. Just something you can take pictures of your car on. I'm telling you, man, it's so like you gotta clear your head and just do something artistic. It's a lot of fun. And I'm feeling pretty confident that the one I'm doing now is going to come out. I think it's going to come out nice. So, looking forward to seeing what it looks like when it gets done, which is why I continue to work on it and make progress. Now, sometimes you spend a lot of time on something, and it's like you look at it and you're like, man, I haven't even made a dent. It's like I haven't even started. And that's kind of how this bridge has felt, because it really hasn't changed much since I built it, and I've done a lot of work on it. I've added a lot of different wood to the bridge to give it the support that it needs, but also to give it the look that I think it should have. I know there's no light under there, so you're not going to see this, but it's a fairly detailed bridge. It's not just a board. I've seen a lot of guys with the train layouts, they just do a board and paint it. Not me though, man. I want to build it. When I say I made this layout, I want it to be, I made all of it. And yes, I'm going to use the gas station, but at some point I'm going to build a house out of this wood. And at that point I will be able to say, I made this layout. But the thing is, the bridge is going to be attached to the layout. It's not going to be removable. The gas station, it's not going to be attached. So even if I do use the gas station, I'll still be able to say, I made the layout. Anyways, I'm going to go. I got to go to bed. And this time, I'm really going to go. So you all have a great Saturday. Happy die casting. And I'll holler at you at the next video.